Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to the second episode of my Road to Pro, Road to Sweat, whatever you want to call it. This is, as I said, the second episode, so if you don't really know what I'm doing here, you might want to watch my first episode. I'll have it pop up on the screen right now. The gameplay's already started in the background, and this is still from the first week of me trying to go for this 20 bomb, because that's like my goal here, right, to get the 20 bomb. And this was already pretty close. I'm just playing some solos here, right? So yeah, we're already on a pretty good pace. And what I think I want to do here with these episodes is just have the gameplay play out in the background and then just kind of talk over it, talk you through my thought process, through the things that I think I did well, through the things that I did not that well, things that I can still work on, that I can still improve upon. And then, yeah, you know, let's just kind of like have this series. And, yeah, as I said, this is already pretty close. I'm not going to say yet how many kills I've gotten, although I think you might be able to read that out from the thumbnail. I don't know if I'll put that in the thumbnail. But yeah, we've already gotten a couple of kills early here. I'm going to start talking about the gameplay right now. We were able to pick up some loadout weapons from one of the enemies we've killed. And so far, we are basically just, you know, going from one enemy to the other, kind of listening for footsteps, kind of listening for audio cues, and so far, you know, these enemies didn't put up that much of a fight. Right here we're able to get our loadout ourselves. Although these weapons are pretty much like meta loadout weapons, I'm still more comfortable with my loadout and my perks as well. Because as you can see right here, I have a car, which is a sniper, right? And I think I can somewhat hit my shots with a sniper. But I've never been a sniper player, and if you've watched my last video, you know that I'm still pretty new to controllers, so yeah, I don't know if sniper really is the way to go for me right now. I will probably try it out in the future, but for now I want to stick to an AR. And as you can see here, I'm rocking the Quick C and the LC10, so I do have very good like meta weapons here, a meta AR and a meta SMG. And yeah, let's go back to the gameplay. I've already got 6 kills here. And I'm hearing steps, right? I don't know where it is exactly. I'm still not that good at figuring out steps. I'm pretty sure he's probably up on the roof, but I'm just trying to make sure he's not, you know, camping somewhere in the building. So I'm basically just walking around this building and kind of trying to figure out where he is. I could have probably been a little bit more aggressive here, but I just wanted to make sure that I don't die here. I don't know why I looked on the floor right there. Maybe I was checking for like a claymore or something. Then I see him right there. I switched to my AR because that's like the perfect range pretty much for that AR. And it was an easy kill, right? I just, you know, tracked him down. Got an easy kill. Then I heard some shots over here. Immediately went over there. You know, had pretty much the perfect position. I had high ground. That guy was running away, not looking at me. I had the perfect weapons. So yeah, that was like an easy kill. I see this guy landing in over here. I'm kind of hoping he pushes towards my direction. He doesn't really do that at first, right? So I'm being a little bit careful because I don't know what he does. I could have probably just pushed him right there because he just landed in. But, you know, I already had a couple of kills. I had my loadout weapon. I was honestly kind of scared and I just wanted to make sure that I don't die right here. So I was playing pretty passively, right? I'm just kind of trying to figure out where he is now because I'm still hearing steps. Then I see him pop up over there, right? He's also looking at me. I'm unfortunately not able to get that down. It was pretty close. I should have probably pushed in here. I'm not sure. But I don't do it because, as I said, I want to be very careful. Then I hear him walking up these stairs over there, like using the zip line and like climbing up this ladder. And that was like a free kill, right? Literally nothing he could have done right there. Playing kind of campy, kind of passively, I know, but you know, cut me some slack. I'm still somewhat new to this game, so I'm just kind of trying to figure out how things go. So I buy this UAV. I check if I can find an enemy without the UAV first. I was not able to, so I just used it, and I see this guy over here next to Grandma's house, right? You can see him on the minimap in this building right here. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out where he is. I know he's above me. I think maybe he's in that window. I'm checking it. I'm hearing steps to my left now, so I know he's right there. And sure enough, he jumps out the window and I can get this easy kill. You know, kind of unfortunate for him. He almost got through that window, but yeah. Then I see that there's a fire sale going on, so I'm trying to get a UAV and a gas mask. I see these guys shooting at each other over there. Trying to get this down first from up here, right? I'm still not using my UAV because I know that guy is over there. I'm trying to see if I can, you know, get the down from here. Now that I don't see him anymore, I use the UAV. I now see him jumping down, right? And I know now that they're both down below. So I think, alright, this is my perfect opportunity to push from high ground. And just kind of try to get these 2 kills. I still see them on the minimap with my UAV. And I know that they're probably going to fight very, very soon. So I'm just seeing if I can find them. And as soon as I hear them fighting, right, I immediately push over there. And sure enough, I'm able to get 2 pretty easy free kills. So I would say that was played pretty well. I still have some money now, so I'm buying a UAV again, right? I'm also immediately using it because at this point, I didn't really know where anyone was. So I just used the UAV to just kind of figure out where everyone was. I see this guy over here at, what's this called? Chemical, I think? Yeah. So at first I was like, you know what? I'm gonna push this guy. I know he's upstairs, or like not upstairs. He's like above me on the field over there. I wanted to push him, but then I saw that there was someone on the tower, kind of camping. So I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm not challenging that. Then I see these guys over here, right? I know that they're fighting over here. I saw them on the minimap, and right there we should see him, yeah, run by. So I'm like, all right, I'll see if maybe he's going to run through this doorway. He doesn't, but I hear them fighting, so I immediately engage. But I make the mistake of thirsting instead of worrying about the second guy, because I in fact knew that the second guy was there. I knew that they were fighting, and I knew that he was probably close. But I got the down, and instead of, you know, focusing on the second guy, I went for the thirst. So kind of unfortunate. I could have prevented that, but it's okay, because I still knew from earlier that there was like a loadout drop over here, and that it was pretty much like safe, you know. I'm still checking from the air, you know, trying to see if there's anyone near this loadout. There isn't, so I'm just going for this. And then this guy right here, I honestly didn't know he was there. He kind of caught me off guard. So I almost died right there, but I was kind of lucky there, and I reacted well. You know, I immediately went for some good shots there, so I was able to clutch that up to survive. And now we're in a pretty good spot again. Then I go over here, I see this smoke, right, from the loadout, so I know there's someone down there. I see him in that window, you know. I don't know if you saw that. He was kind of just peeking out there. And, you know, I could have probably tried to go for that fight right there. But I decided, you know what, it's kind of risky. He's kind of camping down there. I'm just going to go for a good position. So I decided to just go up to prison roof, because that's always a good spot. And sure enough, I was able to spot this guy down there. And, yeah, just kind of shoot down on him. He didn't really have that much cover, so I was able to get that easy knock. And I was able to finish him up, right? Not that hard of a fight, honestly. Now I know it's a 1v1, right? There's only one other person left. Unfortunately, the lobby's already dead right here, because if there were a couple more players, I could have probably gone for the 20 bomb here. But it's fine, I'm buying the UAV, you know. I still have a bunch of cash actually left. Getting my airstrike back. I see him on the map. I know he's very close. Now I see him moving over there, right? And I'm trying to engage this in a smart way, so I'm staying on my high ground. Unfortunately, this is kind of a weird way to fight this guy with this railing in the middle. I also tried to put a airstrike over there, but unfortunately the railing gets in the way again. So I kind of push back, you know. I'm kind of trying to reset the fight. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get back up those stairs. So at this point, I'm like, okay, how can I approach this in a smart way? Okay, I can maybe go up here. Go for high ground. Then I noticed he's already up the tower. I didn't notice that at first. That kind of took me off guard, so I kind of panicked. But I think I still managed to play this well, you know, kind of played up in the storm. And now I know he's up there, right? And I know if I can't just run out in the open. So I'm just trying to, you know, figure out where he is. I didn't spot him initially, but then I saw him over there. He honestly wasn't that good of a player. So I was able to get him even though he was in high ground. And yeah, that was a pretty quick run through for my first attempt at really getting a 20 bomb. We got 16 kills here, so I'd say that's already pretty good. But if you have any tips for me by watching this gameplay, be sure to let me know in the comments. Subscribe to this channel if you want to follow my journey to becoming a better player. And that's pretty much all I have to say for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, watch my other videos. Check out my TikTok. I'm going to be live streaming there too, so that's going to be in the description. And yeah, that's all I have to say for today, guys. And see you in the next one. Bye-bye.